So I've had my questions about what kamiposi means, and I guess the best way that I can go at it is to try to interpret it. And so my understanding is that it's a combination of kamikaze and positive. So I guess like it's a sort of a balls out attitude, but also something that I associate with being positive, DIY, making a difference. Probably the artist that I've been looking at a lot recently is Alex Party. I follow his Instagram feed, and some of the things that he does, like I don't know if I'm all with him, like some of the things he says, but his images are just so bizarre and fascinating. Like some of the things that I've been seeing him do recently, like where there are these creatures like pulling themselves out of like a mouth of a body, and of course, it's good to have some kind of interesting subject matter. But the other thing that's really amazing about Alex Party is his line quality. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's probably who I look at recently. Historically, I've got a ton of influences. I mean, I love pretty much any good art. I love abstract art, just going back historically. I love anything from Jackson Pollock to Gerhard Richter. I love his abstract work. I love his realistic work. Probably another guy that I always have to give a shout out to, and if you look at my work, you'll probably see a lot of his work in it, is Robert Williams. But yeah, I mean, because I've got to keep it short. The Apostate was actually a series that I started after the first series that I created after graduate school, which was known as The Amorous Couple. And The Amorous Couple basically were a series of images that collaged a lot of advertising images, along with what I call commodity illustrations, and that could have been anything from like Little Debbie to like ho-hos. Like food is obviously like a large influence, and part of what was influencing that particular series was a fascination with advertising and the way it elicits desire. And I think I really was kind of fascinated by it and admired it. And I think by the time I got to the apostate, and of course the apostate means someone who loses their religion. And so it's a little autobiographical. I think I finally got tired of it. I think I'd already been working in advertising. I think I saw past that. And so what you saw in that series, and you see in the series with pathogenesis and progress is the disease, in the background you have a large picture of a cancerous intestine. And to me it's a metaphor for diseased consumption. But at the same time you still have the images of the fashion models and the food and maybe some of the commodity illustration. And in particular with that one, you'll see that there's a large M on it. And also, another artist that I absolutely love that I didn't mention was Salvador Dali. And so that's, obviously like the ants in his paintings were a very common motif. And so I borrowed that and put it on the chocolate banana. So I think it's always important to keep in mind, what keeps me fascinated with creating images. And I think there is actually a human drive to create images. I think I read somewhere that painted images predate the written word by 30,000 years. So there's definitely something very primal, and there's something that is engaging about creating images, in particular painting, and working with forms and the way forms lock together and relate to one another, that just keeps me endlessly fascinated, and that's what keeps me working. At this moment, I am a middle-aged guy trying to figure out my place in the universe. I plan on surviving the apocalypse by acquiescing to the inevitable course of the universe. Last thing, something positive, this show.